Hey guys, welcome back to another timely or untimely video. I'm not sure at this moment in time if it is going up on time or if it is also untimely, but I have about a year's worth of book box subscriptions from LitJoys. Now I have opened most of these up just to look and see what the contents are, but I haven't done videos on them to show you guys what is all in here. So that's what we're all gonna be doing today. So we have 4 total boxes to look through, and we're gonna be starting with the one from August of last year. At least I believe it's from August. I don't remember in what order these all came in. So here she is before they swapped over to just slapping a sticker on top of the box. So we'll go through and see what is inside all of these boxes. So I'm just gonna start off with briefly showing everything that was included in the book box, and I'll do a closer up look on what everything was. So yes, this was in fact the August 2025 to be read book box subscription. Our choices were Fateless or the Sea Witch, and then our box items was the A Court of Thorns and Roses, a Night Court key, Spiderweb bookends, Dragon Eye notebook, a book trophy, a Beauty and the Beast fairy tale book keychain. There is not smut under this stretchy book cover. And then the secret items were Nevermore Raven socks, and then a bookish hair claw clip. So that was from August. So this was what I got. We have secret item number 1 and secret item number 2. I think I have it upside down, yeah. So it has it's a nice plastic claw clip, I guess. We have keychain, and then we have our Night Court key, which looks like that. And then we have our book choice right here. And then I went ahead and added in the overlays for it as well. Overall, this book box was, I think, okay. I wasn't super ecstatic on it. The choices were okay. The number one thing that I really did like from the box was the Night Court key. It's very well detailed. At first I was kind of a little bit disappointed on it, considering how the Summer Court key looked, but now that I'm looking at it again several months later, I actually really like it. And I also really like the claw clip, despite the fact that it is plastic. I'm a little bit worried that it's gonna break very easily, but I guess time will tell. Girl, you gotta be kidding me. And so we'll go ahead and take a look in what was in the November book box subscription for 2025. Okay, well, clearly I moved on a little too quickly with the first box, so I'm just gonna do a little voiceover filler moment just so that it's not complete dead silence for the next 40 seconds. As the video goes on, you will see that I start to yap a little bit more, but yeah, this is everything up close from the first book box, and we'll move on to the second book box here in a couple of seconds. Book box number 2, so the November one. Our book options for this one was Vestalis or the Thorn Season. And then our box items was the Autumn Court key from A Court of Thorns and Roses, a Pride and Prejudice scroll vase, a Where Flowers Bloom fabric storage bin, or a library card knot bag. And then there's also the Sleeping Beauty fairy tale book keychain, and the I'd Rather Be Reading Swedish dishcloth set. And then our secret items was the Batwing magnetic bookmark and then the mini bee notebook. So those are the options for November. So I got this Sleeping Beauty keychain, and then here's secret item number 1, which is like a little mini notepad, and then we have the Batwing bookmark. They forgot to include the little charm to the night court key, so they added it in this box. And then here we have the autumn court key, which, I mean, it's cute. I'm still comparing all of these keys to the summer court key. I feel like nothing has been quite as spectacular as the summer court key. And then here I add on the Thorn Season page overlays. And then we have Thorn Season right here, which I now have like 3 different editions of the same book. And I still haven't read it. And then this I've already like was also part of it. I've already like taken it out of the box and started using it for my journals. And it's like perfect for it. Now, as for this book box, I'm also a little bit disappointed in the options. Again, I'm also here mostly just to continue collecting the ACOTAR keys for the different courts. I do really like Thorn Season, even though I haven't quite read it yet, but the artwork and everything for the book I do really like. So at least that's on the plus side. So I think now we're just gonna move on to the May TBR box from this year. Wow, I love to get my months wrong. I meant to say the February book box, not the May book box. I keep forgetting that they have a February book box and just jump straight to the May book box. I just really love May, what can I say? It's my birth month. But again, I did not talk long enough for the second book box. So now here we are doing another filler voiceover. I mean, it's not all that bad, but I just don't really know what to say in these sections. So I guess just enjoy the items on screen. There's some pretty cool stuff in there, so yeah. Alright, our third to be read book box. I have briefly looked inside of this, but I have not really like fully opened up everything. Okay, so the February book picks were To Cage a Wild Bird and We Who Will Die, which I wasn't really interested in either of them. I went with one that was not Greek mythology because I'm not really all that into Greek mythology. So then our options for this was the Winter Court Key from A Court of Thorns and Roses, a Books I've Read This Year sign, the Emerald City Fairy Tale Tin Village, I'd Rather Be Reading beanie, a Regency book stack tote to do sticky notes, and then our secret items are He's Just a Po' Boy sticker, and then the Sealed with a Kiss lip balm. Now, I didn't really like anything on the second level tier of items, so I just went ahead and got some points added on to my account. So with that, here's the tote bag, which I'm not mad to get a tote bag ever. I love me a good tote bag. And then here we have the court key, which I've surprisingly have not looked at yet. So this is the key. Honestly, I'm still not impressed. I'm not really sure why I'm still doing this to myself. Here's the book To Cage a Wild Bird. And then here we have our chapstick and our sticker for the secret items. Again, I'm not entirely impressed, which at this point you might be wondering, well, why do you still have a subscription to LitJoy? That is a great question. I've been asking myself that since August of last year. At least for right now, I'm gonna continue until I get all of the court keys, because the court keys themselves, if you were just to purchase them by themselves, they are about $20 each, I believe. So I might as well just get an entire book box full of things rather than spend like 3 book box worth on all the court keys. I'm not really sure what the math comes out to, but girl math maybe? I'm not entirely sure how that works out. So now we're gonna move on to the final book box, which is the May TBR from this year. Okay, so funny story, I actually don't have the card that shows all the items and what the book choices were for that month. I'm pretty sure I had it. I know I opened this prior just to see what I had, but I don't know where the card is, if I misplaced it, if they didn't send me one. Normally they send one, so I'm pretty sure it's my fault that I lost it. I don't know where it is. So with that in mind, we're just gonna dive right in. So from my knowledge, the 2 book choices were The Unmagical Life of Briar Jones and The Night Bus. I don't particularly enjoy special editions of romance novels. I much prefer my fantasy novels to be in special edition form. So we went with The Unmagical Life of Briar Jones. Honestly, either option I was not super stoked on. I wasn't really intrigued enough. They were running a 10-year anniversary special for all BookBox subscribers, where you could choose any one of their books for free and they'll send it in your BookBox subscription. There was a book in there that I did want, but the issue was I didn't have the first 2 books in the LitJoy edition, and I don't really know how I was going to get my hands on the first 2 books, so that way I had the whole complete set. So I just went with something that I already liked, which was The Floating World, which I believe this is a reversible dust jacket, considering it looked a lot different online. So we'll take a look at that. As for the tiered options, I have absolutely no clue what those options were. But I know from the first tier I chose, of course, the court keys, which this one is the day court key, I believe. Yes, it is. So the last court key left is the dawn court key. So we'll see what that one looks like. The next one I chose was This Suitcase is Full of Books tag, which I think is really cute. That one I was actually very interested in. And then I chose this little tin box. I think I chose this, unless this was a secret item. I don't quite remember. And then we had these 2 items, which I think these were actually the secret items. And this was actually something that I chose. So overall, for the May book box subscription, I'm still not entirely impressed. I feel like the first and last book box subscription that I absolutely loved was the May TBR box from 2025. That one had the Rose Bargain, which I absolutely love that book, and also that edition. I managed to get my hands on the Thorn Queen LitJoy edition of that one since I loved it so much. And also like the options for items were like really good. I've yet to find a book box from LitJoy that met that same level of, oh my gosh, this is like really worth my money. I think after the August TBR box, I will see what the November one is, and if none of the options are great, I think I might be canceling my LitJoy subscription. I'm already part of the Fairy Loot YA book box only subscription, so I'll be saving some money, but I feel like a lot of my money is a little bit more worth it going towards a Fairy Loot special edition book, considering even though I'm not getting items with my Fairy Loot box, the book choices are relatively more interesting to me than what LitJoy has been putting out so far. But those are just my thoughts, and also just everything that I personally would like to see in book boxes and prefer. So here is our lovely stack of books from over the past year in book boxes, minus the Floating World, since this one was just an extra for their 10-year anniversary. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to look through all the different items inside the book boxes, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on what I end up doing eventually with my LitJoy book box subscription, because so far it's looking like the options have not been the greatest in my personal taste, so we'll see what happens with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of all these different options and book picks from LitJoy. If you've been part of LitJoy's book box subscription before, or if you haven't, or if you're thinking about maybe joining the LitJoy to be read book box subscription and you need a more honest opinion about the subscription, this is just my take on it. I've really only ever had one book box that I really liked, and I've been part of this for about 1.5 years now. So we'll give it about 2 years, so another month or two, and we'll see how we feel about it. But yeah, I guess I will see you guys in my next untimely video upload, or maybe it will be timely. You never know with me. I'm very great at procrastinating, so I'll leave you guys with that, and I hope you guys have a great day, night, afternoon, evening, morning, whenever you might be watching this. So I'll see you guys in another video.